Hey everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are
KK Crochet.
And today is a product review. And it's a warning. So I've told you guys before, it's also a tip about Red Heart yarn and how to take care of it. So we hear often, oh, you use Red Heart. Red Heart's not soft enough. And we get it. Red Heart can be a rough kind of yarn. We like it for amigurumi because it does give you a stiffer fabric. And yes, it may not be as cuddly soft, but a lot of times mine are for me, and I like them to know they're going to be sturdy and hold up. But I do use it for blankets, and I've told you guys often what I do to soften it up, and over time it does become softer. Is it as soft as a baby blanket or I love this yarn and some of that stuff you use? Probably not, but I'll be honest, some of the newer Red Heart that I've been using in these blankets, I say this because we've been washing up all the blankets I made for Christmas. I like to do a wash and dry test to make sure that all the ends are woven in correctly, that everything's going to stay where I put it, and that nothing is going to come apart. I always have that fear. It doesn't matter how much I've crocheted, I still have that fear. So I would say that Red Heart is a workhorse yarn. Workhorse yarn. Yep, that's what I said. I can't say those words. But when we put it in the washer on a gentle cycle, and then we put it in a dryer with these.
Oh.
These plastic, or they're not plastic, they're rubber dryer balls, and I put 2 of them in there. Then, oh, goodness gracious, child. She's using it as a sensory object, sitting around and fiddling. But when I put those in there, it makes a blanket so much softer in the end. Like I said, not as soft as I Love This Yarn or something like that. Which I will say that since I used I Love This Yarn to create a blanket, instead of just, I think I'd used it before for some hats and things like that. But since I used it for a blanket, and I think I used some of it for amigurumi too. Y'all, I'm falling in love with it. I really love it a lot. And that's Hobby Lobby, of course. And also Premier. I love both of them so much. They're so beautiful. And so many new yarns that I've learned to use this year that I've kind of tended to gravitate towards. So I'm hoping that next time Hobby Lobby does a sale that I will be able to get in on it like I did this year. I bought probably about $30 worth this year, and that was at clearance prices, so I had several. We've used a lot of that to make hats or other items. We've used a lot of it. Some of it I gave away. So I really wish that I had bought more, but at the time I couldn't. And 2, I just wasn't sure. I did learn a lesson to buy at least 2 of everything. And if it's something I think might be blanket, then blanket quantities are better. So you have to decide what you like to buy to decide how much to buy, right? So I used to buy 1 because that would make a hat. And rarely did I make anything other than that needed more than that. I made amigurumis or a hat or a scarf or, whatever. So I would just buy 1. So I couldn't make a scarf and a hat with it unless I bought 2. So I started buying 2 in case I wanted to make a scarf and a hat or something a little bit bigger. Yeah, so, yeah. Anyway, these in the dryer work wonders. They really do. You put it on a lower setting, put those in there. Now, it does something I don't like on some yarns. It gives halo. And if you don't know what that is, that's where the yarn kind of sticks out and it has like the halo around, the sun or whatever. It kind of, and I don't care for that. And I have been known to trim that off after I put it through the dryer like that. But it is what it is. It's yarn. That's what it does. And probably I could take it out a little sooner with the dryer balls, and it might not do that. I don't know. It is what it is. It's yarn. It's handmade. So I will say, I have always bought these to use in the dryer. The ones I bought before were a blue color. When I went to get them this time, I think they had a choice, blue or pink, and of course I chose pink. But I used to pick them up in the Walmart store. I think they even had them at Dollar Tree. I haven't been able to find them at either place. These did come from the Walmart website. They did not come from Walmart, I don't think. Pretty sure, in case you don't know, Walmart, Amazon, all these places have gotten to the point where not everything, even Temu or whatever you call it, even they are not selling just their items. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's a whole nother thing. Mm-hmm. So with this, this was not a Walmart item. It was sold by somebody else. So Walmart sells it on their website for this person, and then it ships from that person to you. Usually there's some kind of shipping or something involved. I think that I had bought enough stuff that I got free shipping. But these, they did not have a 2-pack like I wanted. 2 is all I needed, so I thought 2 should be all you need. But that's not what happened. So I think this was 8 in a pack for $10. And I needed them to process these blankets, like I said, before Christmas. So I made sure everything was fine with them. And I bought them, and we got them in, and we put them in the dryer. And we did a load of laundry, a load of blankets. And then we did another load of blankets. We did 3 loads of blankets, but it was not 3 consecutive. They were consecutive, but there was a time when the dryer had a cooling off period for a while before it went through again. So you can't even say, well, they were in the dryer for too long and you shouldn't have had them in there 3 in a row. No, they had a cooling off period in between at least one set of those. And even so, if you were selling this product and it cannot go through the dryer back to back twice without breaking in half, because that's literally what it did down the seam.
It has a seam right here. I don't know if you can kind of see
No.
it. No. But there's a seam there.
It literally broke in half. These feel more like dog toys than what I used to use. And granted, to be fair, the other ones kind of look like that too. But I'm really disappointed. I've had these for maybe a week. We used them 3 times, and I had one of them split in half. Yes, I had 8 in the pack, so I can go on it. It doesn't matter. I paid for a product that failed after being used 3 times. That's not okay. So that's just a fair warning. If you go to Walmart and you're looking for these things, I've told you guys before that it's something that I got at Walmart and that it would work with Red Heart. So I wanted to come back and tell you that if you can't find them and you buy this set, they did not have the 2s, and so you had to buy like 4, 6, 10, or 8, and every time I went to get one, none of them were available at that time except for this one that's a set of 8. So they don't work right. They work fine for the product as far as like making the blanket softer, but they fall apart. So just be careful. I don't know if they have. I'm going to be looking for another source. I'm not happy with these. I'm sure they have them on Amazon. It's probably some of the same things. I'm going to go back and find out which company these came from, and I will not be purchasing from them again. I did go back and leave a review on the product and stated that they fell apart after the 3rd use. And yeah, I haven't heard anything. So, so just buyer beware. Anyway, so today we're going to do the Christmas trivia. And your Christmas trivia for the day is, what does Noel mean? Don't answer if you know.
I honestly have no idea.
You don't know? What does Noel mean? I have an answer that I would have said, and it's not the right one. It's very interesting. And Kristen and I have a special connection to the word Noel, so I find this very interesting. It was one of my dad's favorites, the first Noel, and we just really love that word, and so, yep. All right, so I have something today that everybody can do for your Kindness Advent. It's free and it's very needed. Post something positive on social media. And social media could be Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I don't know. I don't have them all because I just don't. But it could be anything. Post something positive. Positive. Something positive. That's self-explanatory. You can say many positive things about many things. And just be positive, right? Just be positive. And be positive in a kind way. You know that there's a song somewhere where somebody talks about praying for somebody and they look at them kind of funny. I've seen the reel and it says you need to pray for them, and they say something like, I pray, and then they pray for something bad to happen to them. No. It's kind of like some kind of, I think it's a country song. I don't know. Don't do that. Something positive. Post something positive on social media. Be an uplifter and an encourager. And you say, well, I've got people who aren't uplifting and encouraging to me. Yep, that's life. That's how people are. Hurt people hurt people. Yes, they do. Be an encourager anyway, because that person needs you to encourage them even more than anybody else. And I guarantee you, if someone is being not kind to you and you're kind to them, they will remember. They will question why. And what they do with that is on them. You are the only one that has to answer for you. You only have to answer for you. So be positive. Because if you're positive, positive will come back. I promise you. I promise you. You may see negative too, but I promise you, if you are positive, more positive will come your way. You know why? Because when you're positive, you look for the positive. So be positive. It's a good thing to be positive. Be happy. Be joyful. Be cheerful. Joy doesn't always mean that you're happy with where you're at and content where you're at. It just means that you are where you are. You're thankful for the good things and looking forward with hope to even more good things. We can't always be happy all the time, right? But you can choose to be happy even in your circumstances. Maybe you're not happy, top of the chart happy. Maybe things aren't great, but you can choose to be happy. You can choose to find joy in something. I find joy in the fact that I don't have to work today. I'm up. I can get up physically. The older I get, the more I appreciate the things I can do more than the things I can't, because there are lots of can'ts. But if I focus on what I can do, it helps me move forward and be motivated. So be positive. I don't know why I went down that whole tangent thing, but I don't know. Maybe it's for somebody, right? I always feel like God has a purpose and a plan. It's for somebody. If it came out of my mouth, then He'll use it for something. So be positive and be happy. If you can't be happy, then find something to be thankful for, because that will give you gratitude and happiness in your heart for the good part of what's going on in your life. We love you very much. And let's see, be positive. That's your kindness Advent. And then tell us what Noel means. I'm excited to hear. Don't forget to be kind, because
you're on anybody else's journey.
Bye.
Bye.